I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs from this book. The cover is on the left. And the goal was to annihilate Germany from every standpoint: people, property, resources, faith, etc. And look at the title of this book: Elimination of German Resources. And then they add for war. But of course, that isn't what German resources were used for. I mean, until the war started, of course, which was started by the Jews. But yeah, the NSDAP Germany opted out of the Satanic League of Nations and Satanic Jewish economic system, and so they had to be destroyed and brought back under Jewish rule. And once that was completed, they had to strip or steal everything from Germany. So, and of course, their excuse was that they had to prevent Germany from being able to start a war again. But again, Germany did not start the war, so it had nothing to do with that. They just wanted to destroy Germany and the German people. And so there on the top, break German dominance. Number two, economically, this settlement break once and for all Germany's dominance of Europe. Her which there was only two options there, right? You had Jewish dominance before 1933. Germany broke that, and they actually reclaimed their nation, and then they liberated all of or most of Europe from Jewish dominance. And then it went back to European dominance or self independence. So, anyway, continuing, her war making potential must be eliminated. What that should say is her ability to survive must be eliminated. Many of her plants and factories shifted east and west to friendly countries, which it should say shifted east and west to Jewish controlled countries. All other heavy industry destroyed. The Junkers, or the German estates, broken up. Her exports, right? Germany's exports and imports strictly controlled, right? Because prior to that, the Germany bucked the Jewish international trade system with their own barter system, which worked. But here they're saying that system, right, the export and import system, had to be strictly controlled. Controlled by who? Controlled by Jews. German assets and business organizations all over the world rooted out, whatever that means, right? Germans aren't allowed to have businesses. Everything had to be controlled by Jews. Priorities for peace. Through priorities for peace to the people, to the people, Germany tried to destroy. Now, Germany didn't just try to destroy anything, right? Germany tried liberating the people of the world, or the people of Europe, Russia, etc. To build up the strength of the United Nations, right? Which the United Nations was the Jewish controlled nations in both Europe and overseas, while reducing Germany's overall industrial and technical power. Only when such a new equilibrium, they call it equilibrium, is established will it be safe to readmit Germany to the family of nations. Which really means when Germany is sufficiently destroyed, it will then be safe to readmit Germany to the family of Jewish controlled nations, right? I mean, it's completely ridiculous. This entire thing is a lie. I mean, they're admitting what they're doing, but they're lying about why they're doing it. And then there, Bernard Baruch, who was a uber satanic Jew, said, I saw a statement either in 1938 or 39 where the German Food Agency, my German is not good enough to remember the full name, in which it was claimed Germany was self sufficient from the standpoint of food. So, under National Socialist Germany, the Germans were self sufficient in producing the food they needed. That is prior to any war. And that is the goal that the Germans are trying to do, is become self sufficient in food and all natural resources. So, or by creating synthetic resources. And then he said, whether that is true or not, I do not know. Well, of course he doesn't know, or he's not going to admit. How much of the breadbasket is taken away with East Prussia, I do not know. Of course he knows, because he was part of planning of the dismantling and destruction of Germany. But the difficulties in many of these countries are not only a matter of food, but other things as well, right? Because as you saw above, they dismantled and stole everything from Germany. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was an interesting couple of paragraphs.